escape. You couldn't get out of there. There was so many times I tried to intervene. There was a lot of times.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of these people. I'm sick of these haters and jealous people in real life too. And when all I did was protect that girl, all I did. Oh, now she says, oh, I don't care anymore, blah, 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 blah.
Do you regret ever getting involved in...
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old.
The music world is mourning the death of singer Aaron Carter. The 34-year-old was found dead in his California home yesterday. Authorities say he was found in his bathtub, but a cause of death remains unknown. Carter rose to fame at a very young age, known for his music and acting career, but battled mental health issues and addiction.
Nick Carter, older brother of the late Aaron Carter and member of the Backstreet Boys, has just come forward pointing a finger at Diddy in connection with Aaron's passing. From his comments, it seems he holds Diddy fully accountable. The circumstances around Aaron Carter's death remain clouded in mystery, and the deeper people dig, the more troubling the situation appears. From the very beginning, details didn't quite add up. There were too many strange elements and too many unanswered questions. Then, a few weeks ago, reports emerged suggesting Diddy may have had some kind of involvement. Calling Diddy's past controversial would be an understatement. He's been linked to numerous scandals over the years. But according to recent claims, Aaron's death might have helped keep some damaging information hidden. Rumors are now circulating that Nick Carter is making serious accusations, even hinting that Diddy played a role in Aaron's death to keep his own secrets from being exposed. But that's not the whole story. There's now widespread talk that Aaron was working on a final video project before he passed. According to people who claim to have seen the footage, it clearly showed Aaron appearing to run from someone.
I went through some pretty traumatizing events.
I stayed at his house. I stayed in his bedroom.
How old were you?
I was 15, and I remember him just sitting down with me, being like, this is kind of like what you got to do, Aaron, in your future.
The question is, what exactly was Diddy's role in Aaron constantly looking over his shoulder? And more importantly, if this video ever gets released, could it serve as the key piece of evidence that finally brings Diddy down? Before diving further into these claims about Aaron's ties to Diddy and the events leading up to his tragic end, let's take a step back. To understand how things unfolded, we need to consider the full context. Aaron faced relentless pressure from being in the spotlight, along with heartbreaking betrayals, even from family. His life involved much more than what the public saw. Aaron's rise to fame seemed like a dream. He was the new face of pop, charming fans with his energy and hits. By his teenage years, he was selling millions of records and living what looked like a fantasy. But behind the scenes, things were very different. His life was filled with chaos, exploitation, and emotional pain that fame only made worse. By the time Aaron turned 15, cracks in his perfect pop star image began to show. If Fissa you watched closely during interviews or shows like MTV Cribs, something always felt off. The luxury cars and mansions couldn't hide the fact that behind them was a tired and isolated teen, trying to keep pace with an industry that never let up. While fans celebrated him, Aaron was quietly breaking down. Years later, he admitted that the constant demand to perform and generate income, not for himself, but for those around him, left him drained.
I just want to make everyone happy and just love and do my music. Do you honestly think that that's the definition of a meth head and a crackhead? Teaching my niece her first dance moves, making music on my bed.
And you said you take opiates for surgeries that you've had in the past. Do you ever worry that you could ever overdose?
I mean, there's always that worry, but there's also the fact that I had to kiss my sister goodbye in the coffin. I had to kiss her body. I had to kiss her right on her cheek, and I kept kissing her. And that was a scary thing. My family knows, before I did the show, the doctors, they knew that I was taking Xanax and stuff like that, and that I was going to actually psychiatrists to do that. I know that there is no happy ending.
Once Aaron's early fame began to fade, his life took a difficult turn, marked by personal struggles, including mental health issues and substance abuse. Many believe these problems were rooted in trauma from his childhood in the industry. Recently, old photos have surfaced showing a young Aaron spending time with Diddy, sparking fresh speculation online. People are now raising tough questions, asking whether Aaron might have been one of Diddy's youngest victims. Fans are connecting the dots, believing long-hidden truths are finally coming to light. But it gets even darker. In the months before his death, Aaron became more outspoken. He claimed to have damning information on major industry figures and posted cryptic messages online that seemed like warnings. Right before he was found unresponsive in his bathtub, Aaron reportedly tried to contact Kanye West to talk. Whatever he planned to reveal never surfaced. Now, people are wondering whether he was silenced before he could go public. This theory takes an even more unsettling turn when Kanye himself spoke out after Aaron's death, suggesting it wasn't just an unfortunate accident. He implied that it might have been part of a larger, more sinister plan. Kanye specifically mentioned Harley Pasternak, his former trainer, who has long been surrounded by strange rumors. Some conspiracy theorists claim Pasternak is more than a fitness coach. They allege he plays the role of a handler, secretly influencing high-profile celebrities. Kanye even posted a screenshot of text messages from Pasternak, where he seemed to threaten institutionalizing and drugging Kanye to control him. In Kanye's view, Aaron may have died because he was about to reveal powerful industry secrets. If Kanye's claims have any truth, Aaron might have been silenced before he had the chance to speak out.
No, none of y'all motherfuckers here with no Instagram, nobody living, nobody, and I don't want to hear shit from none of these Jewish niggas talk about, oh, he's in an episode. Harley Pasternak followed me to the fucking hotel. The nigga killed Aaron Carter, and now they acting like they won't clear the Backstreet Boys sample. You get what I'm saying? Harley Pasternak pusher, your trainer. Harley Pasternak, Jay-Z. You get what I'm saying? And then niggas be hanging around these niggas just for the money or some Mike Rubin shit. I slap the shit out of Mike Rubin. I see that nigga there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, fuck these niggas, bro. Fuck these niggas, you know what I'm saying?
If you're wondering how this all ties back to Diddy, here's where it gets complicated. Kanye didn't stop at calling out Harley Pasternak. He also pulled Diddy into the conversation. According to Kanye, Diddy allegedly threatened him on behalf of unnamed Jewish individuals, suggesting that one of them was Harley himself. But that's not where it ends. Word on the street is that this might just be the surface of what federal investigators are beginning to uncover. The latest speculation? Diddy is reportedly being investigated for allegedly using poison as a way to silence those who knew too much. Names like Aaron Carter, Kim Porter, and Jamie Foxx are being mentioned in connection to this theory. 2 lives lost, 1 a close call, and now all 3 are being re-examined with renewed interest. To add more fuel to the speculation, insiders claim Aaron was preparing to reveal major secrets about Diddy, information that could have exposed some of the industry's darkest corners. Some even suggest these secrets might be linked to a rumored Hollywood PDF file ring targeting young celebrities. So, the real question is, did Aaron know something powerful enough to shatter Diddy's carefully managed public image? Was he silenced before he could speak out? And what exactly happened in Aaron's final hours? The deeper you look, the more unsettling it becomes.
Aaron Carter, I want to verify that this is actually my GoFundMe page. There's been a lot of misdirection that I've had to do in order to protect myself from being a silence breaker for my brother who is a rapist. And now they're after my life. My whole family is after my life. And they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me. And Brad Paisley, who sued Sony Records for $10 million. They owe me money, and they're trying to kill me off. And I'm begging you and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can so I can move to an undisclosed location where I am safe. My realtor won't sell my house. They're all involved in this and they're trying to keep me there. They had cops come and check for a rope in my garage saying I wanted to hang myself. So please trust what I'm saying and please donate.
Aaron's struggles with addiction and mental health were no secret. He spent much of his adult life dealing with these issues. So when news broke of his sudden passing, many assumed it was due to a relapse, overdose, or even an intentional act. Initially, law enforcement didn't treat his death as suspicious. At first glance, it seemed like a tragic, yet straightforward case. However, emerging details have raised serious doubts about that narrative. According to the initial police report, Aaron's body was discovered by a housekeeper in his bathtub, but no immediate cause of death was released, leaving the public guessing about what had really happened. As more details slowly came to light, those close to Aaron, especially his brother Nick, began noticing inconsistencies that led to even more questions about his final hours. 2 days after Aaron's death, the Los Angeles Times reported that the LA County coroner had performed an autopsy, but the official cause of death was being withheld. The report said the coroner was waiting on toxicology results before finalizing their conclusion. This delay only intensified speculation and left people questioning whether there was more to the story than initially suggested. The wait for those answers dragged on. Typically, toxicology reports are completed within a few weeks. But in Aaron's case, it took 5 full months for the results to be made public. In April 2023, 6 months after his passing, the LA County Medical Examiner coroner finally issued their findings. According to the official report, Aaron's death was accidental and caused by drowning. They stated that he had taken Xanax and was inhaling compressed gas, also known as huffing, before he died. While this explanation seemed to provide closure, the long delay and the odd circumstances around his passing left many unconvinced that the full story had been told. When the final report was released, some fans weren't shocked to see substance use listed as a factor. Aaron had always been open about his addiction struggles, and his history was well documented. This chapter of his life was painful, but never hidden. That said, Aaron's challenges went far beyond addiction. He also lived with an eating disorder and experienced intense body shaming due to life in the public eye. A few years before his death, he sought professional help for these issues, showing that his battles extended beyond drug use alone.
I have a hiatal hernia. I have a stress condition. It's an eating disorder. How would you feel every 2 seconds seeing a tweet, you have AIDS, go die? Oh, look at this meth head. Oh, meth kills. Crack kills. Look at my teeth. Right? Yeah. Look at my teeth. Look at my face. I'm not a meth head. I've never touched it in my life. It's body shaming. It is the toughest thing to deal with.
When you're looking in the mirror and you see yourself, is it hard to see how much you've changed?
Oh my God, it hurts so bad. It hurts. It hurts so bad because there's like nothing I can do about it.
I feel like there's so many people out there that don't think, oh, celebrities are insecure. Are you insecure?
I get voluma fillers, okay, to fill up my face.
Because you've lost so much weight that it sunk in.
No, it's just how I'm built. This is how I look.
Is there anything else that you do?
Yes, I get voluma. I get Juvederm and then Restylane.
Given Aaron's struggles with mental health, some fans questioned whether he may have taken his own life, especially considering his strained family ties and the absence of a strong support system. Considering all he had endured, the theory didn't seem far-fetched. But as additional details came to light, more people started challenging the official narrative. Fans began reviewing old videos Aaron had posted in the days leading up to his death. In several of those clips, he talked about feeling unsafe in his own home and openly expressed fear for his life.
Afraid for my life. Anybody else have neighbors from hell, or am I the only one too? They don't deserve an explanation, sweetheart. None of them do. No, they don't, and that's why I'm just moving. So, very sad. It is a very sad situation. It's horrible, and my property is completely secluded. These neighbors have been the scariest, worst people. I was threatened by them, by a gang.
Then things took an even more puzzling turn. Aaron's neighbors, Anthony and Amanda Schabel, both with medical backgrounds, heard the 911 call over a police scanner and rushed to assist. Amanda, a registered nurse, even brought a defibrillator, ready to help if needed. But when they arrived at Aaron's home, the house sitter refused to let them inside. Reports state that Amanda later said the house sitter locked the front door and quickly moved away from it, seemingly avoiding interaction. What raised further concern was that the house sitter allegedly didn't just block the neighbors. She also tried to prevent law enforcement from entering the home when they arrived just minutes later. That behavior raised serious questions. Even if she didn't recognize the neighbors, why stop the police from potentially offering life-saving help? It only added to the growing list of suspicious circumstances surrounding Aaron's death. But there's more. One theory also involves Aaron's ex-fiancée, Melanie Martin. About a year before his passing, reports claimed Aaron ended their relationship after discovering she was cooperating with his family to place him under a conservatorship.
Aaron Carter is no longer with his fiancée, Melanie Martin. They split just a week after she gave birth to their child. Now, one of the reasons they split is that he found out she was talking to his sister Angel behind his back, and he's estranged from his family, so he doesn't appreciate that at all. But apparently she was in communication with his family to put him under a conservatorship. Or at least that's what he thinks she's doing. Yes, the same type of conservatorship that Britney Spears fought years to get out of. So of course, Aaron Carter is very upset at Melanie Martin. They split up, and we'll see what happens.
Melanie had also previously been arrested following a physical altercation with Aaron, an incident she later discussed in a YouTube video. According to Aaron, Melanie had assaulted him, which led to her arrest. In that same video, he described both emotional and physical abuse he endured during their time together, highlighting just how toxic and volatile their relationship had become.
My ex-girlfriend is now in jail for domestic violence. She choked my trachea out. She ripped my arms open. She ripped my back open, and she punched me where I got my tooth pulled out of my mouth. So, and then hurt my trachea so bad that I can't speak. Anyway, all your donations and everything are appreciated, guys. Please donate right now. I love.
Eventually, Aaron had reached his limit. He obtained a restraining order against Melanie and filed for custody of their son. It's unclear whether he and Melanie had fully reconciled before his passing, though some reports suggest they had reconnected in the days just prior. What really caught people's attention, however, was Melanie showing up at Aaron's home with not one, but two moving trucks shortly after his death. Since the police investigation was still ongoing, it struck many as unusual that she was allowed to do that. What added to the speculation was the volume of items she removed. 2 full truckloads seemed excessive, especially considering she wasn't living there full-time. Fans began questioning whether she was trying to clear out the house or remove anything that could complicate the investigation. Some even speculated she might have been protecting Diddy.
A few blocks over from me. And if you guys don't know who Aaron Carter is, look him up. They found him dead in his restroom a few days ago. And today, his kid's mother is here at the property with 2 moving trucks.
With all this questionable behavior surrounding Melanie, some fans started to suspect she might have been one of those so-called Hollywood handlers, someone placed to control or influence a celebrity. When it comes to Aaron's family, their relationship was infamously troubled. He had publicly accused his brother Nick Carter of mistreatment, showing that their bond was far from supportive. Aaron also made disturbing claims about their late sister Leslie, stating that she had harmed him when he was only 10 years old. While he didn't share specifics, it was clear that unresolved trauma played a significant role in his past.
Is there any, respect me. I'm gonna go to sleep at 12.
Okay, go to sleep at 12.
But please no music.
You say this every night.
Yeah, but let me tell you something real quick. You gonna turn the music down and respect me,
Hey,
all right?
spit in my face,
all right?
dog. Don't spit in my face,
all right?
man.
You're gonna respect
Don't
me.
spit in my
You're gonna
face.
respect me.
Don't spit in my
You're gonna
face,
respect me.
Nick.
You're gonna
Don't
respect
spit
me.
in my face.
You're gonna
I'm
respect
sick of
me.
you doing this to me.
You're
Stop
gonna respect
it.
me.
Stop it.
You're gonna respect me.
Stop it. What are you doing?
You're gonna respect.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
You're gonna respect my
Get
house.
out of my room. What are you doing?
So, where does Diddy fit into all of this? According to some sources, the situation may involve more than just Diddy. Allegedly, several powerful Hollywood insiders have been protecting him for years, and they could have played a role in Aaron's death. The theory is that Aaron was preparing to expose some major truths about these figures right before he died. One clue adding fuel to the theory, Aaron's final tweet, sent to Kanye on November 4th, just a day before he was found unresponsive, read, "Yo Kanye, let's talk man to man." In a recent documentary, Nick Carter spoke candidly about Aaron's death. And from his words, it sounds like he believes there's more to the story. He recalled, "I'll never forget being in London at the time and getting that text. It still doesn't feel real. I haven't even had the chance to grieve. Nick also claimed that Aaron had been working on one final, revealing video intended to expose key industry players. Allegedly, Aaron had solid evidence to support his claims, and he hoped to show the footage to Kanye for feedback. Sadly, he passed away before he could make that happen. Nick's suspicions remain strong, and if what he says turns out to be true, this could mark the beginning of serious trouble for Diddy and everyone involved. But now I want to hear from you. Do you remember Aaron and Nick Carter? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out the next video.